Make sure to use code BANGLE at sign up on FanDuel for a $20 deposit bonus, and check out my second channel for other games coming up like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4, as well as my third channel with collaborations with some of your favorite YouTubers. Let's get into the video. What is going on, guys? Bengal Ian here, coming back at you with another video, and today we are back doing another mock draft. The order is mainly set. The first 20 teams who are not playoff teams, obviously, have their order stuck in concrete. It's not going to change unless they trade those picks, which will happen, in my opinion. I think a lot of these picks are going to be traded, but for the sake of continuity, I will not be doing any trades. If you guys want to see a mock draft with trades, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe as well if you're not already. And share the video. Let me know what you think. Cardinals are on the board at number 1, and they're going to take Nick Bosa, an edge out of Ohio State. Maybe the best player in this draft. I think a lot of people have tried to say maybe Nick Bosa shouldn't be the pick here if you're the Cardinals, and I think they should trade out of this. And if I were running the Arizona Cardinals organization, that's exactly what I'd be looking to do. Since you think you have your quarterback of the future in Josh Rosen, you're probably going to look to trade down, probably going to look to trade back. But if you don't, which is what this entire mock draft is, I think that pairing someone next to Chandler Jones would be the perfect plan. Some guys have been saying, maybe help out the interior. The Cardinals are somewhat weak on the interior of their defensive line. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I think Corey Peters is kind of meh, and Rodney Gunter also is kind of meh. But, I mean, what else do you have on the edge? Not really too much. Chandler Jones is good, but I believe you're starting Vontarius Dora. You got to improve. You can't be running him out there at left end. Go ahead, take Nick Bosa. He's going to work out perfectly, slide right in, and be an immediate upgrade on the defensive line. Number 2, I have the 49ers taking Devin White. I've kind of bounced back and forth on who I think the Cardinals, or excuse me, who I think the 49ers, if I said Cardinals, my mistake, who I think the 49ers would take given their draft position. I've said, hey, maybe it would be a guy like Jonah Williams, upgrade offensive tackle. Maybe it would be Greedy Williams at cornerback. Maybe it'd be Quinnen Williams, upgrade the interior of the defensive line. Basically, anyone with the last name Williams is pretty much applicable for this spot. However, I ended up settling on Devin White. And I say settling. It really isn't settling. I think it's a really, really big upgrade. The 49ers are a team that have a decent linebacking core. Fred Warner had a great up-and-coming season. He was a rookie. And then you have, Mark Nziocha. He's a Pro Bowl special teamer, not really a fantastic starting linebacker, in my opinion. And you have Elijah Lee, who's kind of okay. In my opinion, this is a big toss-up with who you go here. They could go edge. In my opinion, Solomon Thomas is not the answer, and I don't really think Eric Armstead is a true edge player. And you could go defensive tackle. You could go Quinnen Williams here. You could go Ed Oliver. I really do like the Devin White fit. I think you missed a huge player when Reuben Foster was cut, and he was cut for good reason, to be fair. But you're missing out on a huge player when you don't have him in the lineup. They need help at linebacker. They also need help at safety. Their defense is just not that good overall. But I think with a player like Devin White manning the middle of the field, it's going to put you in a much better position. Kind of be that Mike linebacker. Maybe you could play that Sam spot instead of Nziocha. Kind of depends what they want to do. I think Devin White could play outside linebacker in a 4-3, inside in a 4-3 or 3-4. But for the 49ers, in this sake, it would make a lot of sense for him to play inside linebacker in that 4-3. Fred Warner could kick outside. You really have a bunch of different options with this pick, and that's a lot of the reason why I like it so much. Jets take Jonah Williams. Short and sweet on this one. You got to protect Sam Darnold. Your offensive line is not fantastic. You need help at offensive tackle. Jonah Williams provides you much-needed help. You can play left or right. Raiders go Clelin Ferrell. Kind of bounced back on this one for a while. Thought maybe they would go Ed Oliver or Quinnen Williams, and both would make a ton of sense at this spot. However, for the Oakland Raiders, who already have P.J. Hall, who isn't terrible, Maurice Hurst, who I like quite a bit. Maybe you hold on to Jonathan Hankins even more. He's been a pretty good player in the league. Maybe you look to upgrade a much-needed defensive end spot because you have Arden Key right there, who I do like, but he hasn't been it so far for the Oakland Raiders. And then Frosty Rucker has been playing left end in their base defense, and that is just not a good spot at all. Now, I like Frosty Rucker as much as the next guy, but at the end of the day, Frosty Rucker is 35 years old, and starting. He's basically a defensive tackle. He's playing that edge spot. The Raiders are an absolute mess. It's very bad. They need to upgrade here. Clelin Ferrell, arguably the best edge player available. So why not take him? Why not upgrade the Raiders at that spot? Bucks go Quinnen Williams out of Alabama. Kind of amazing that Quinnen Williams has fallen all the way to 5. And I really do say all the way to 5 because he is a top 3 player in this draft. And I think a lot of teams are going to recognize that. Extremely disruptive force on the inside. Is a guy that could work as nose tackle. He is a very good pass rusher. Not as great of a run stuffer, but really, really talented, powerful pass rusher at that defensive tackle spot. And